How's it going? Just before we get into the episode here, I just want to say sorry it took so long to get this one out. Me and the family ended up getting sick this week. Pretty sure that some of us had COVID. I don't know if all of us did, but some of us definitely had COVID, and kind of delayed things between Legends, the family getting sick, and just other regular life things that we have to do. So apologies for that, but let's get right into the episode. It's a bit of a longer one this time. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. If you like the longer formatting, put it down in the comments. All right, we're gonna go ahead, roll 2 chunks. I'm really hoping that we can get this number 3 chunk here, which is the one side of the woodcutting guild. I won't have access to the woodcutting guild, but I have looked at the task, and it'll be a very quick chunk unlock that can give me access to head off towards Sidious potentially and around the woodcutting guild. So we're gonna go ahead, roll 2. All right, here we are at the edge of our chunk. Let's go ahead and unlock it. Obviously, I don't have access to get into the woodcutting guild. That requires 75% favor, so we're just going to walk around and actually see if there's a forester outside the guild or not. If there's not, then we might just be re-rolling another chunk. So I just saw him a second ago, but I did see that the forester is right inside the woodcutting guild here, so we're not going to be able to kill a forester right now. So we will go over to the chunk picker. We will backlog this task right now with a note that we need access to the woodcutting guild, and we will mark that off, and we'll just go right in and roll another 2 chunks. Looking for chunk number 5 or the other woodcutting guild chunk. Definitely take over the hunting chunk right now. So we're gonna go ahead, roll the other woodcutting guild chunk here, and it looks like I need to kill a duck, but I have a feeling the duck is in the pond. So we're gonna try and check that out real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, and yet again, it looks like the duck is also inside the woodcutting guild, so we're just gonna put woodcutting guild in the notes and backlog that as well to come back to it, and we're gonna go on another chunk roll. It's just a chunk rolling spree this episode. We're looking to try and go north, either into the start of the Shazian or just north of the woodcutting guild here. Ooh, tough one. Okay. Let's see. I already know that there are a lot of super hard tasks to take care of in the Graveyard of Heroes chunk over here. I haven't looked at what will be required in the chunk down below here, so I'm just gonna take a minute and see what options we have. All right, so we went ahead and we unlocked the chunk south of the woodcutting guild here. The only task at the moment is to kill a unicorn. However, there is the King Sand Crab or Crab Claw cave. However, I won't have access to this cave until I get partial completion of Depths of Despair. So any tasks that are involved down in that chunk below, I won't be able to get. So all we need to do is come over here, kill a unicorn real quick, and then yet another chunk will be unlocked. All right, so only one task for us to do in here. We just need to take care of a unicorn. As you can see, we're already working on that right now. So take care of this and we will roll again. All right, so we rolled the Graveyard of Heroes chunk again. We're just going to avoid that one, head over to the Sand Crab chunk. On the task list, we just need to kill a Sand Crab, get some of its drops, and then we will be able to move on to our next chunk. Here we are at the Sand Crabs. We're just going to sit here for a little bit, kill some Sand Crabs until we get the drops we need, get our levels up a little bit, and then we'll move on. And there it is. There's our iron pickaxe that we were looking for. Now we can move on to other things. First thing on that list is to pickpocket a woman. And then following that, we need to also kill her. And then we'll be able to try and find the little spider, which I don't know where they're at. There you are, you tiny little spider. Come here. Our first easy clue scroll. Is this going to be a Zeah task? No, it's not. We got to drop that. There's our bronze bolt drops. All right, now we can mark that off on our list of things. So we've obtained the bronze bolts, we've pickpocketed the woman, obtained the crossbow, we've killed the spider. That's another chunk completed. We have gone and completed 4 chunks in the span of 10 minutes. Meanwhile, it took us 30 some odd hours to complete our second chunk of the account. Let's go ahead and roll another one. So okay, not a bad roll. All right, let's see. So we can head east to Hosidius with the mining chunk. I think there's up to mithril ore in here, so we'd have to get our mining up to be able to mine mithril. And if we go north, I know there's Shazian head guards up in this chunk too, and we would need to get that rune scimitar and rune kite shield. So let me take a look, see what tasks are in both chunks, and then I will make a decision. All right, so we have gone ahead and we have unlocked the chunk to the east of the sand crab spot where I was actually wrong. I have to get up to level 20 mining to mine silver ore. We'll have to kill a couple imps to get the blue wizard hat, and then a giant bat, goblin, and a monk. So those won't take very long, and then here very soon, we are going to get stuck in a long chunk grind very soon. All right, first things first, we're going to go ahead and take care of a monk here. Task completed. And then we're going to need to kill these imps over here until we get ourselves a blue wizard hat. So here's an imp right here. Take care of this little guy. Well, that's my luck, isn't it? Blue wizard hat on the first drop. Sweet. Next, we need to take care of the goblin. Job's done. And then take care of the giant bat that's over here as well. And then we will start mining. Another task completed. Now to get on the small mining grind that we have to do. Alright, and with this last piece of iron ore, I jinxed it. With this last piece of iron ore, we get ourselves level 20 mining. That gives us access to silver. So we're going to go ahead and drop a piece of iron here. We're going to mine our silver ore so we can complete the task. "20 years later." All right, there we go. There's our silver ore. So if we go ahead over to our chunk picker here, we can go ahead, tick off mining silver ore, and we will go ahead and roll a new chunk. All right, this could be make or break for if we're gonna get stuck in a chunk here. So let's go ahead and give this thing a roll. Let's see what we get. Crab Claw Isle. Okay, that's a free one. There's no tasks in that one. And Port Piscarilius. Okay. Just to reduce the number of options of chunks that I can roll for. Actually, I changed my mind. We're going to unlock Port Piscarilius. I think this will be a good chunk for us. This gets us closer to unlocking some fishing stalls and fishing supplies, which will give us access to food. So we're going to go ahead, unlock Port Piscarilius. We're going to quickly go over and take care of these 4 tasks that we have here. and then we will roll again. Pretty sure I can get a spade from this guy. That way we have one. Yeah, now we have a spade. That's I don't know what that's useful for, but we'll find a use for it eventually. Now we just got to make our way back over to Land's End. That way we can head over to Port Piscarius. All right, and with this, we will make our first trip over to Port Piscarius. Let's go ahead and unlock the chunk. And we need to go ahead and take care of a man, a thief, a pirate, and a seagull, I think. So let's go ahead, take care of the man here. KO. Take care of the seagull. Take care of the pirate. We need to find a mugger. Don't know where he would be located. Let's see. There we go. Take care of the mugger. If we go ahead, take a look at our chunk picker here. We took care of the man, took care of the mugger, took care of the pirate, and the seagull. Another chunk completed. I can't believe that we have gone ahead and completed 6 chunks in probably about an hour's worth of time. It really hasn't been that long. We're going to go ahead and roll 2 more. All right, this is what I was expecting to see. We have the Forthos dungeon chunk and the Tithe farm chunk. Now, just because I don't have access to good food right now, I don't want to go ahead and unlock Forthos dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead, unlock Tithe farm. I know I'm not going to be able to access it yet because I don't have any Hasidious favor. But the goal and the hope is that I can then roll up to the vinery and then over to the Hasidious plow chunk, and then we will start our Hasidious favor grind. So let's make our way over to Tithe Farm now and take care of a fox, a rabbit, and a snake. So I did actually remember one more thing that was required in this chunk before I go over to Tithe Farm. I didn't have the rules selected for some reason. It must have not refreshed on my page. But we need to start Client of Korend now that we're over here. And we can do up to step 2, which means I need to go grab a feather out of the bank and then complete the first 2 steps of Client of Korend. So I'm going to take care of that quick. And then we will make our way over to Tithe Farm. All right, so while we are here, we will go ahead and start Client of Korend. Combine this feather with the scroll. That's going to complete all the steps of Client of Korend that we can do right now. So that's it for Client of Korend right now. Now we're going to make our way over to Tithe Farm to take care of those kill tasks. All right, here we are outside Tithe Farm. Let's go ahead and unlock this chunk. Step inside, and we need to find ourselves a fox, a rabbit, and a snake. So let me look for this quick. There's the snake, and there's the fox. And I see the rabbits running over there, so we will go grab those as well. And there's the rabbit taken care of. All right, let's go ahead and roll another chunk. All right, we got our chunk picker back up. Looking at all the options now, at some point here, I just know we're going to get stuck on a chunk that's going to take a long time. We can't keep getting this lucky. It's got to end at some point. Let's see. All right, and here it is. We have the Plows chunk in Hasidius, and we have the Graveyard of Heroes over in Shazian. Tough one. Really tough choice. I'm going to have to think about it for a minute. Let me look at what tasks there are in each chunk. Yet another frog random. I think this is like the 4th one now. Kind of crazy how many of these I get. There's a lot. We're just going to keep... All right, so as you can see on the screen here, we have gone ahead and selected the Hasidius plowing fields chunk. So there are some pretty insane tasks for us to complete, primarily all of them having to do with tithe farm. So we are going to have to get 0 to 100% Hasidius favor with the plows. So it's probably going to take, I think, around 6 hours or so, maybe even longer, before we can even access Tithe Farm. And while I'm doing that too, I will need to be raking to whatever lowest level seed I have access to. So we're going to go ahead and try and do that. So we'll come over here, unlock our new chunk, and this is going to be home for a little while. These plows here, they will be home for a while. Let's look around and see what else we have here that I might be overlooking. So I've never seen this before. I don't know what's down this ladder here. Check it out. Looks like nothing useful. Nothing at all. Okay. Well, so I guess first things first, and let's just start getting some Hasidius favor. The one nice thing about doing this Hasidius favor up to 100% is we are going to get farming XP randomly from this. So we will at least be able to level up our farming a bit before we even start raking anything. Alright, so while we are here, I just realized that the guards drop low-level seeds for me to start setting up. So before I do anything with pushing plows any farther, I am going to go ahead and set up some seeds. That way I can start getting some passive farming levels while I wait. Alright, that's the first medium clue scroll of the account. I'm getting some crazy, like, high drop chance, or low drop chance items from these guards right now. Well, that's a Falador Park chunk, or task, I should say, so we're going to go ahead and drop that. But wow, first medium clue scroll already. Alright, we have just gone ahead and planted our first potato seeds. This is the second clue scroll of the account. Let's see. North of Crandor Isle. That's another drop. We will eventually find a clue scroll with a step in a chunk that we have available. Alright, Evil Bob Random. Let's go. Alright, we just finished the event here. Let's see what we got. Oh, 2 uncut diamonds. That'll be handy later on. Would you look at that? Another genie random to put onto Hunter. Let's go. Only 3 more till our next Hunter level, and things will speed up after that. Let's go. Alright, so we're just about probably 3 hours into this, just shy. I had to stop and do a couple other things, like farming runs and grabbing some money when I needed plant cures, but 51% so far, 3 hours in, another 3-ish hours to go. I guess 6 hours was probably around the right sweet spot. All right, this has taken far too long. We've been here so long. But there it is. 100% Hasidia's favor. Only plowing. Oh, I'm tired. I'm never doing this again. Ever. So, now that we've gained 100% Hasidia's favor from the plows, all we need to do is get 34 farming from our allotments, which we'll do by gaining seeds from killing guards. And then while we wait for those plots to grow, I will be stuck here thieving this woman till her pockets are empty until level 40 thieving. This will take a while. Ooh, we got ourselves our first quiz random. We always take the mystery box for a chance of that good loot and a bucket. Alright, so this is actually my primary way to get seeds to plant in the allotments here next to me, and that's by killing these guards for their potato seeds, tomato seeds, sweet corn seeds, any of those seeds, even cabbage seeds. So we just have to keep killing these guys to get enough seeds to keep planting these allotments in between our farming runs and our thieving grind that we're working on. So we're going to keep killing these guys, plant some seeds, and keep going. Future Klum here recording over this clip. I don't know why my dumbass thought I could enter the woodcutting guild with level 1 woodcutting, but here we are trying to do it anyways. Idiot. Niles, you really needed me to tell you that was a spade? Okay. Thanks for the sapphire, though. So, I just found a pretty decent safe spot here for pickpocketing, so we're going to use this spot whenever the woman ends up getting stuck in this corner, just to make my life a little bit easier. Oh, would you look at this? Another genie. More hunter experience for me. Let's just go ahead and put this on hunter, and 15 more XP to go. This is our second medium clue scroll of the account, and that's going to be another drop. Alright, so we've pickpocketed the woman about 2,300 times. Only 2,200 more to go until 40 thieving. Oh, Rick Turpentine, what do you have for us? 240 coins. Got ourselves a Captain Arnov event. Let's see what he gives us for unlocking his chest. We're also really close now to finish this thieving grind out. Looks like just a gold necklace. Already got a couple of those. Pretty useless. So we just hit a pretty good milestone for the account here, 23 farming. And the reason that's important is because with my garden pie, I can go ahead and finally utilize every single patch in this area with my limpwort seeds. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to eat our garden pie. We're going to plant our limpwort seed in here. Give it some compost. And then we can also, with the boost, plant Harlander seeds. Just to kind of increase the XP rates a little bit. Getting us ever so closer to 34 farming. Still going to take me a little while, but we'll get there. Only 265 more pickpocketing actions to go, and we will hit 40 thieving. So let's get this finished up too while we're at it. Alright, we're just coming up on the last couple pickpockets here. Any second, we're going to see it on the screen. There it is. There is level 40 thieving. We can go ahead and take care of that chunk task. I think all we've got left now is to unlock Tithe Farm with 34 farming, and we will be on our way. Alright, we're going to come over here and pickpocket the guard. That way we can say that we have successfully completed the task. There we go. Task complete. Alright, if we go ahead and look on the chunk picker map here too, we can go up to pickpocketing a guard and check that one off. So now all we have left to do is unlock Tithe Farm to do our fruit farming and get the can and the seed box from the minigame as well. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we will do our herb runs here. We'll pick out everything that we can, and then while we're waiting for these to grow, we're just going to be AFKing at some sand crabs to train up our combat stats a little bit more. I want to get the defense up to 40 defense, and then we'll probably just train strength as much as possible while we wait. So let's get it done. Let's go ahead and pick this limpwort plant for the first time. Oh, what a nice little XP drop. Another easy clue scroll while we were doing this. We'll check it out and see. No agility course. Another drop. Alright, so a little bit of a jump in the future because I forgot to record the clips of me preparing these, but I've made myself 24 garden pies and we're going to go try and cook them. And it's so far going alright. We're definitely going to burn a couple, but we need to make sure that we have enough to successfully do enough Tithe farm runs so we can get from 31 farming to 34 farming. And then we won't need to worry about the garden pies anymore, which is really, really nice. But, so, here we are, cooking them all. Hopefully, I should have enough. I think I calculated that I needed, like, 12 of them, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Alright, so, finally, after 2 whole days of farming whatever seeds I can get off of guards and all my seeds from moss giants, I've hit 31 farming. That means with the garden pie, I can boost up to 34 farming, which means we're going to go do our first Tithe farm run, boosting with garden pies. Hopefully we'll hit level 34 farming, and then we won't need to worry about boosting anymore, but let's get a crack on.